Emily, you are such a beautiful writer. You've been able to find this opening for yourself to communicate, Emily, for the past 5 years?
That's right.
Yeah, very nice.
Stephanie Lewis is with Emily. I should introduce Steffi. Steffi, stick your head in there.
Hi, that's me.
Hi, how are you? Emily, did you graduate college?
Still at a local school.
Oh, congratulations. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years, Emily?
I would like to have a degree, and I know I will always be writing, maybe screenwrites next.
Wow. That would be great.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love to read one of your scripts. And your poems, I was so moved by your poems. Some of them, I see, I'm going to get teary-eyed.
I'm already teary-eyed.
Some of them truly expressed things that I have felt in my life. And I thought the universality of them was so moving. How long does it take you to write a poem? Does it just flow out of you quickly? Or is it something that you spend a lot of time with?
They come quickly. I would usually complete in an hour.
That is shocking.
Yeah.
That's like you are a muse.
Your story is amazing. It's just another huge beacon of hope for people to know that this modality of communicating is out there.
Right.
I have been buried under years of dust. I love the title. I know that Emily said those exact words to you.
Those first words were so profound. I mean, I have been buried under years of dust. I mean, who writes that? Who says that the first time coming out of their mouth? And the interesting thing about Emily was that, this methodology of communicating with facilitated communication or supported typing, whatever you want to call it, was that it wasn't just a matter of communicating wants and desires. She could kind of do that, but it was full thoughts and very lyrical thoughts.
So Valerie, can you tell me what was your inspiration to write a book?
Well, initially my intention was to publish Emily's writings and her poetry, and that's how initially we approached various agents. And unfortunately, none of them, or fortunately, I suppose, because we ended up with this great book, they felt that the writings of an individual with autism would not be a sell. Mm-hmm. And so nobody wanted to get involved with it. But there was one agent who I was referred to who read Emily's work and he went, oh my God, this is incredible stuff, but even more incredible is the story of how you got there. And he said, I think that's the story that should be told. My main proviso was that her work had to be included throughout the book. And that's how the reflections came up. So it was, that's how her work is integrated, because that was important. People needed to hear her voice. It wasn't just the backstory of how we got there, which I think is the backdrop. To me, it's the backdrop. All the work, everything that happened, it's the predicate, to what actually, was developed. And I think it's important. But more important is that her words come out and that the light be shone on her, because that was my original intent. It wasn't about me, and it wasn't about Tom. It was about her. And, really, I have to be honest, and I've shared this with many people before, is that after so many years of people not recognizing Emily's strengths and just how bright she was and how much she had to contribute, I wanted a light to shine very brightly on her. And that's why that's what was my goal. I mean, that was my goal always. And so we accomplished that.
What a powerful listener you are, Emily. To be able to absorb and write in such a way, listening to teachers and people for many years, and being able to take that in, I found that very profound for you, Emily.
Emily went through so much. I mean, the child was subjected to one therapy after another, and she never complained. She never, pushed back. She just sort of went along with things, and I love Emily as exactly as Emily is, for who she is in every aspect about her. I mean, there's not anything I don't love about my daughter, but, I understood the challenges that the world presents. And I really was just trying to make her better able to access the world, given who she is. And I think any parent does that.
Right now, I feel like the world needs more hope. And I feel that your book communicates that in a larger spectrum, that the two of you really never gave up.
But that's me.
Right. Well, you kept going and kept trying.
And we still are.
Yeah.
It's not over.
Right. For anything,
I still don't know who she is going to be every morning. I have a better sense now because she can kind of communicate better. But honestly, I mean, it's always a new challenge. And I guess I like challenges.
I guess. Well, you were presented with challenges. You're gonna like them or not. I was also very moved, Emily, by what you wrote about your parents. That is so moving to me, and I want to read it to my kids and say, pick up a pen. It really was so beautiful, Emily, what you wrote about your parents. That was a beautiful, beautiful moment in the book.
Thank you. And earlier, talking about being a good listener, my parents, they really knew I was taking it all, and grateful for that.
I love that you say that, Emily. I think it's such a poignant and powerful acknowledgement to, like, it's the giving and receiving are one, that your parents saw beyond, your challenge and just never gave up, but they actually saw you, the truth of you. That's one of the reasons why Alison and I talked about naming our website Inside Wink. It's the love, the goodness within everyone that comes out. And we all need to do that for each other. And, I know your parents, that's such a powerful act of love. And I'm so inspired by both of you.
Thank you so much. Thank
It's
you.
really so beautiful, and it's really, this book is a love story. Emily, did you have any final thoughts that you'd like all our readers to know?
Just to always make your own path if there is not one for you.
Oh,
You're amazing.
Emily, you're really so spectacular.
What a light.
Thank you.